that win yesterday afternoon. So,
Yeah, I think Mazzulla does a really good job of maybe obviously, getting a message across to his team. Then I think it's all about 20-point leads. I put more on players blowing it. And, unless it's a timeout here that you didn't call. But when you really look at it.
But isn't it motivation?
I think it's more about the players being able to not
But whose job
complacent.
is it to make sure the players aren't complacent?
Yeah, but I don't think that in basketball in the NBA, I don't think that coaches can motivate those guys. I think the motivation comes from within when it comes to those egos and everything else that goes into an NBA player. I think that the reason that they're taking their foot off the break is they believe that they are better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Well, but they also believe that their offensive strategy, which has been driven by Joe Mazzulla,
right,
which is relying completely on the three-point shot, is always going to ensure them of the opportunity to get back into these games. So, I think Curtis makes a reasonable
or hold a lead.
Makes a reasonable point where there have been considerable times, more so this season, where they have had good leads and allowed these teams back into the basketball game.
Yeah, and I think Courtney's spot on, and that's one thing we talked about. I think when you're at that level in basketball, it's really about managing, getting guys to buy into their roles.
That they have to keep fighting, buy
into their roles. But I definitely think at the NBA level, you see these guys take their foot off the gas, and the coach, there'll be times I've been at the games and Mazzulla's, getting up on them, digging in their asses about doing this, doing that, even on the sidelines, and then just come out and their energy level is just not there, and it's just all right, we can flip the switch or we can just bang out a couple 3-pointers and we're right back into it. So, or we get lazy on the defensive side because we're up by 20 and we're hitting 3-pointers all over the place, and then we start taking horrible shots on the offensive end because now we're just hawking up 3.